We're the only friends you've got now.
And we're going to take you up to the roof and see if you can fly.
I can wait if you want.
We'll manage.
You'll have to be shown where it happened upstairs.
We'll manage.
I think it might be better if I waited. If you do have to come back to the desk, you understand the hotel would appreciate as much discretion as possible.
Please contact reception.
Discretion?
Make you sick.
Know anyone who can do this?
Oi, don't play silly buggers.
I could do it. Given the tools, bit of peace and quiet. A lot of people come down this way, so I'm told. Whoever did it will have to be fast and strong. A gorilla. Know any gorillas?
How about yourself, Joe? Ooh, nice. Very nice.
Desperate character?
I think he's going to hit me with his stick, Wally.
Ridiculous. Desperate character, and they leave you with a weapon.
'Tisn't heavy, but he could still manage a bit of GBH. He could poke you in the bollocks with it, Wally.
Hey, try.
I need this stick. I had an accident with my foot.
Shame. Which one?
Left.
You want to have a bit of care, son. Foot like that could cause you a lot of aggravation. Lot of pain.
5 floors up one.
We can fit you up for this one, son. You're in the shit. Bloody amateur. He's in a fucking dream world. His lips are sealed.
He's a bit rough, but he's not wrong. I suppose you keep your mouth shut. I suppose your pals are in the clear. Who's left? It's down to you. They're going to put you inside and post the key to Robert the fucking Bruce, and he can't help you because he's dead.
I think I should get to speak to a lawyer.
You've been sitting up late, haven't you, son? Watching midnight movies. You've seen too many of them.
You're not in bleeding America. You are in England.
No, I'm not. England starts 100 miles south of here, that's all I meant.
You're a bit of a fanatic. Am I right?
Because I don't think this is England, that isn't fanaticism, it's geography.
Fucking whoops.
You don't want to mind your head about geography, son. We'll decide the geography. That's our job.
We're geography teachers.
So, we have two bodies that night. One of them found in some kind of builder's shed under cement bags. Cement bags, that right, sir? The other one found here. Nice soft sheets. By his detective in the morning. Yes? See what I'm trying to say? Both of them on the same night.
They wouldn't be the only ones. There's people dying every night of the year.
Yes, that's the point. Violent, kind of sickly from what I hear. Razor slashers, chopping each other's sporrans off. Dozens of murders every night, I expect. The only thing is, you don't get them tied up first.
Old Sir Colin, he was tied up. There, on that bed. Just like the other one, Kilpatrick. Him in a shed, where you put him, right? Want to say something?
Plenty of time to change your mind. Both of them killed on the same night. You're right, that's nothing. Both of them tied up in the same way. Well, even that's possible. We're not stupid.
Don't think we're stupid.
The only thing is, they was tied up with the same cord. That's the kind of thing they can tell nowadays. Sir Colin was tied up with a piece of cord that you used on the other guy. Isn't science wonderful?
Which is no fucking coincidence.
Do you have to do that?
At your end, sir. Everything tight, was it?
Not exactly unused to that kind of security operation. Surveillance, discreetly in the corridors, rooms gone over beforehand.
Maybe you were too discreet.
Who could have anticipated this? And that door downstairs, it's unbelievable.
Well, like you said, it's a hell of a job doing a window like that. I could see where anybody might wonder if it was a put-up.
Is this how you handle things? Thrashing out the possibilities in front of the suspect. Some kind of new technique, is it?
Technique, sir? Not for this one. Seems to me he's dead. Stand up! Doesn't matter to this little shit who he's killed.
Oh, it matters. If it was just anybody, that'd be murder. It'd be Sir Colin, somebody like him. You're not a murderer, are you, son? Don't think I don't understand. We make a study of it. How you think? Planting bombs.
Blowing up school kids. Shooting down somebody's old mum at the airport.
You don't think of it as murder, son, I know. Assassination, isn't that what you call it?
Well, it's political, isn't it?
It's true, you've got your headlines. Paris, Berlin, Rome, and of course, London.
Wouldn't surprise me if the Chinks didn't have it on their telly. You got on all right with the Chinks, old Sir Colin.
But since we make the geography, you don't have anywhere to hide.
That's right. There are no more borders left for you to run across. This is the only country you've got left. Isn't it lucky for you we're so fucking civilized?
Technique? Is that what he called it? No, they would have taken you to the house in Chelmsford, I think, and beaten it out of you.
But I don't know anything.
If you don't know anything, then that takes a little longer.
You're going to take me back to them?
For the moment, you're in my custody. Not let go, I'm afraid.
Are you a policeman? Margaret Broidy's got nothing to do with any of this.
It's early. This is somewhere to start.
Is that you, Rose? I know you. You're the one that calls himself a friend of Margaret's.
Is it about that young fella? The one that was killed?
That's part of it.
Is it the police are?
I need to speak to the girl.
She's not here.
Then I'll come back.
No, wait. Is it about Michael Dart? If I tell you about Michael Dart, will you let the girl go? He was the last man in the world I would have expected to see. But I knew him. Michael Dart, the gunman. Hadn't he laboured as a boy in the mud of the poor farm next to ours? And I thought, if I betray him, I'm a dead man. We were never friends. Later on, I walked past him in the street without a glance. His father had quarrelled with mine. Still, it can't have been easy being a hero at 15. Just a reckless boy who could coax the birds down from the trees with the charm that was in him.
20 years on the run has rubbed the charm off him. Well, how'd you get to answer it? Maybe your husband.
I don't know where he is. He decided to take a break. He wasn't feeling very well.
He's in serious trouble. Didn't you know he was a political?
Politics? But he works for a bookmaker.
Well, he's miscalculated the odds this time. His speciality was planting bombs. Pop. Just like that. Then a leg here, an arm there, a tangle of guts festooning a petrol sign.
Oh, God, that's ridiculous. I mean, he's a loyalist. He never went further than a grumble over the papers. I mean, if you knew him, if you only knew him.
Who are you to talk about knowing him? Had you no instinct, an Ulster girl like you? I imagine you might have a brother marching one of those parades, banging a large absurd drum, or a bowler-hatted uncle, sweating in his Sunday best, to applaud a sermon on the Battle of the Boyne. You've spent all these years in the same bed as a man who was a terrorist. He has a list of your tribal dead notched on his shillelagh. Know him? You?
Do you think you can say anything to me? Of course, you're a brave fella, aren't you, dealing with a woman? If only my Tom was here.
Know him? Know Michael Dart? You don't even know your husband's name.
What's going on here? I was listening to a racing there when that big bastard...
I gather Mr. Kennedy isn't at work today.
He'd been there, and then he got a phone call, left in a hurry. Was it about gambling?
I got
and
this one holding in the door. Yeah, well, his wife would have phoned after we left, playing the loyal little woman.
His wife? What are you on about? I want out of this car. Where are you taking me?
To a quiet place, where you're going to tell me all about Michael Dart, and how he killed Peter Kilpatrick, and why he did it.
Who the hell are you, anyway?
Brond. But then I expect you to guess that already.
What's this place? Who lives here?
My parlour. Come into my parlour. Now let us understand one another. Your landlord's real name is not Kennedy, it is Michael Dart, who was, possibly still is, an IRA gunman. But do I have to tell you that? Aren't you a horse out of the same stable, at least in theory? Making a noise among your old school friends, joining certain associations. Of course, with your background, there was a file on you. One day, there's a telephone call, a hint, a tip, and Peter Kilpatrick has put it to the house to make friends with you. He thought you might lead him to bigger fish. He didn't for one moment suspect that dull landlord of his. No, it is the wife who caught his eye. Are you with me so far?
I told you, you've got the wrong man.
Quite the ladies' man, Sir Patrick. Bedding the wife. I expect she was lonely. Plenty of those among his conquests. Every man to his own weakness. Being young and virile, he went over to enjoy the Broidy girl. And that is where Michael Dart followed and shot him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I doubt if you've ever known anything much. You're a romantic. Born in Glasgow, dreaming of Ireland. Boasting in front of the wrong people. Getting yourself noticed. Is it possible you didn't know anything about Kennedy? Not until he came to us, Michael Dart. Said he'd killed Kirkpatrick and asked for your help. Well, if that's the way it happened, how could you refuse? The dirty police spy had been executed by a hero who'd suffered for Ireland. Did it never occur to you that Peter Kirkpatrick got himself killed because he was screwing Michael Dart's pretty little wife?
That's not true. Look, leave me alone. I don't know anything.
Ah, you romantics. Now, I'm asking you where Michael Dart has taken himself off to hide. What could be simpler? Shall we start again?
I won't stay here.
Wait along out there somewhere. Don't be foolish about going off. Find yourself something to read.
Never thought I'd sympathise with the IRA. You've done that for me. Don't think Brond needed anybody to tell him about Michael Dart. He knows it all already. The IRA probably think he's one of them. Brond's the biggest spy of the lot.
IRA. Fuck the IRA. Whose country do you think you're in? There. That's whose country you're in.
What's this, some kind of joke?
The sentences were real enough.
Irishmen do things like that. Nobody kills for Scotland. Nobody dies for Scotland. 40 years, tartan army, clowns. Who do they think cared?
Some of us care.
All right, you're a believer. What about Brond?
Brond's our hope. Because of him, everything's going to be different.
Are you daft? Brond's a policeman himself. Or a spy, or maybe he's the devil out of hell. I don't know what it is you want, but whatever it is, he'll spoil it. And whatever you believe in, he'll fuck it up.
Why don't you see how our friend is next door? Make sure he's comfortable. You shouldn't upset him like that. He's a good man.
A good soldier. You told me before.
Oh, yes. Kilts and trumpets at dawn, loyal and brave. A Scottish soldier.
How can he be so stupid? Doesn't he know how much you despise him?
He has medals. Did you know that? Soldiers get them. And he has some that are not given easily or for nothing. He went to the wars and came home again. He's a patriot. He's been going to the wall for a very long time. He's the man who built the British Empire.
British Empire? What's the British Empire to do with this?
He fought against Napoleon and in the Crimea. In the last war, he fought in the desert. And in 1916, he fought on the dry plains of the Somme and drowned in its mud when winter came. Kenya, Korea, he's been there. He's still in Ireland. And only last week he came back from a little group of islands in the South Atlantic. And every time he came home, he found things were worse than when he'd gone away. He never had learned to fight for himself. I must have left these the last time I was here.
Don't care how many medals he has. Primo. He's a funny kind of hero now.
Oh, he started young. I expected sometime or other he'll have tortured an Arab, a black, some little yellow man in pajamas. It's the sort of thing good soldiers have to do. All gone. Still, I don't expect I shall ever see this room again. Come. We're going to Edinburgh. To see Michael Dart. You were wrong to call him stupid. He's not stupid. But you're young. Too young to understand that a man needs something or someone to believe in. They say you shouldn't look down in a river for too long. After a while, you want to jump.
Where's Muldoon? What have you done to him?
Why are you so against Primo being a hero? He's a dedicated man. And to carry on despite losing your son, your only son, your chance at a kind of immortality. To lose him in such a stupid accident. Well, is there anything else? Nothing? Only about Muldoon. Nothing else you want to ask me? Nothing else you want to talk about? Have you made good use of my gift?
It's no use as a weapon. Detectives at the hotel said that.
Like you, they have no curiosity. This little gem I gave you was caught out in a hollow mantle lathe, tipped with a ferrule, 2 pieces of cane to keep the blade snug, 27 inches of tempered German steel. You could kill a man with that. But not in the back of a car. There just wouldn't be room enough.